it wasn't for her, and she was going to quit and call it a day. And so Matt said to me, well, he said, you're going to have to sing until we get a proper singer.
So throwing in the deep end there, like, you're gonna sing?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's see what you got. So it's episode 11, and we are uncensored, and I have the pleasure of interviewing today Steve from the band Skam. So I'm gonna add him in, and let's see. This thing is absolutely... Oh, I have no requests. This is going well so far. So let me pop this in. So we've been a bit busy since our last one. We had Made a Stone Festival, which was absolutely incredible. Also, could I just give out a little... Amazing. Okay, so I'm just waiting here to see if this is going to work. But yeah, we've got a couple more festivals coming up. We have Nozfest coming up, which will be really good. Some bands that we saw at Made of Stone will be there, and previously Love Rocks. So yeah, it'll be really cool. And I don't think this is wanting to work. This is always good. Oh, okay, here we go. But I'm trying to see how I can... Oh, hi Steve.
Yo!
How are we doing?
I was all set up on the computer, and I can't. It's now coming through my phone. I don't know. I'm all good. How are you?
I'm good. Technology nowadays, so...
Let me get this propped up here.
Okay, so I'm going to kick off with what is the backstory of the band, and how did you all meet and decide that you wanted to form a band?
That is a big question. So, get your popcorn ready, get comfortable. It's a long story.
Perfect. This is brilliant.
Now, the band's been together for a long time. Me and bass player Matt have been best mates since we were kids.
Okay.
We started. We were at cadets together when we were younger. Yeah, well, maybe when we were. I joined when I was about 15, something like that. And I was in a band. I was in a local band playing rhythm guitar in a local band called Sterling with some of my schoolmates. Yeah, strong name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And me and Matt shared the same musical interest, and we went to see some concerts together and all that kind of stuff. And then Boxing Day, Matt gives me a call. He says that he's got a bass for Christmas. Perhaps when I was 16, and so he invited me round, and I went round to his parents' place, and we just kind of messed around and jammed a few songs, and I sort of taught him the basics, you know, and just
I love that.
And then we tentatively put together a little band, and it was a little 3-piece sort of like punk band. We were listening to like The Offspring and Green Day. And so Matt's cousin played a bit of drums, so we got together and tried to put a little band together. And we did some gigs. We did some gigs around Leicester, and you know, started actually like playing Leicester's legendary venue, The Shed, which is really famous for giving everybody their first gig. You know, like every town's got to have one, right?
Absolutely.
And then I always tell this story because it was bizarre, because we did start with a singer. We had a girl called Amy singing for us.
Oh wow!
And she was singing, and I was, you know, a fairly accomplished like three chord guitarist. And then Amy decided it wasn't for her, and she was going to quit and call it a day. And so Matt said to me, well, he said, you're going to have to sing until we get a proper singer.
So throwing in the deep end there, like, you're gonna sing?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's see what you got.
And that was, you know, Uh, 20 years ago.
Wow. Oh my
No,
gosh. I was 10 at that point.
yeah.
Wow. Whew.
So,
Amazing.
and we've never managed to find the illustrious singer, you know.
Well, from hearing you guys, your voice is sensational. So
Thank you.
I look
But
forward to seeing you guys live, whenever that may be. But
yeah,
no,
it's
I'm
good.
looking forward to it. Absolutely. Well, my next question is going to kind of go and call with that. But what is the backstory like behind the name Skam? What made you come up with that?
I'll tell you the truth, but
Hit me with it.
because we used to tell a bit of a fib. So
Ah, okay then.
we used to tell
Hmm.
a bit of a lie. So when we had this three-chord punk band, right? We were called the AIDs,
Okay.
which which was a stupid name, you know, and we thought it was like punk rock, you know. It was like
Mhm.
like the Buzzcocks and, you know, the Clash, and we were the AIDs.
Yeah.
But it didn't go down very well, and we even got cancelled in some places, and we were going to play in London, and they
Oh,
called us up and they were
sure.
like, no, we can't put you on because of the name and all this kind of thing.
Oh no.
So we decided we were going to go for the big name change. We were going to like reinvent ourselves, and we tried out loads of different names, and all we spent a night drinking some beer and trying out names.
Beer and brainstorming. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Now the lie, which we found out only like a little while afterwards, the lie that we used to tell people
Hmm.
is that scam, you see, in Swedish means shame, right? And so it's spelt with a K and everything, and we were like, oh yeah, it's this really like poignant, yeah, it's, you know, the shame band, but it's not actually that. It's not that at all. It's something really, really daft.
I like that. That's really cool.
But,
Okay,
but
so
the
oh sorry.
actual reason why we're called scam, the
Mm-hmm.
real reason, is because
And include
it's
this.
it's Steve,
Mm-hmm.
Kieran, and Matthew.
That's fantastic. Oh, my brain's a bit flabbergasted right now.
Yeah, you see.
I like this. I think that's gonna be my favorite question from now on. I mean, if anyone else has a great answer like that, that's, whew. Okay,
But
you've
then
blown my brain here.
what's been unfortunate is that Kieran left the band, and then my brother Neil joined, and Snam doesn't quite have the same ring to it, you know.
You might have to change your name again, maybe. Get all the initials into it.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. I like that. So, what has been your most memorable or wildest gig that you have played?
Wow. You got some big questions there. You know, we've played over 1,000 gigs. You know that, right? But
Yes, I do. Yeah.
um, well, two gigs that come to mind is we had our first big touring break with an Irish band called The Answer. Do you know The Answer?
I do not know.
And they were an amazing band on the scene, sort of like when we were trying to like get over the cliff like edge and just trying to move from just being amateurs and move up the
Yeah.
ranks a little bit. They were on tour with world tour with AC/DC, and we went to see
Wow.
went to see
Oh my
AC/DC,
gosh.
and they were opening the show at Wembley, and then we got the call to go on tour with them, and it was our first proper, real UK tour.
Yeah.
And
Oh my goodness.
one of the gigs, just mental, really. And for me, so we got to play Rock City, Nottingham main stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was like a place that I'd been to for years with kids, as kids, and seen all my favourite bands there. And so that was pretty special, like
And
getting
you
on that
get to
stage
play
for the
it.
first time. Yeah.
Wow.
Um,
Incredible.
and that whole tour, really, it was the first time we were playing to some massive venues, and I do still believe that it's that tour really that gave us the fan base that we've got. You know, lots of people
Yeah.
saw us for the first time on that tour.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my goodness. Rock City.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Okay, sorry, I've got my iPad here because my eyesight for when it's on paper is not very
Can I
great.
interject and tell you something cool as well?
Absolutely, of course.
Because this blew us away, right? And I don't think it's still there because they're kind of like modernised Rock City. But
Hmm.
obviously, like I was super excited to get to Rock City, and we were going backstage, and we were like seeing all the behind the scenes stuff. And underneath the stage, like down where the band's like in the green room, they had a chap who basically ran like a greasy spoon cafe
Oh,
underneath, and we got there, and he was like cooking for all the bands, and he had a fag on downstairs, and he was like, "What do you want for dinner, lads?" And he was like, "Sunday roast, free Sunday roast
oh
chicken,"
yeah.
and we were like, "Yeah," and he was like,
Mm.
"Coming up," and then he cooked for us all downstairs. It was awesome.
I love that. You're making my stomach rumble now. I want a roast now, actually, more than anything. All right. So my next question would be, what's one thing about the band that the fans might be surprised to know?
Um, well, I know what I'm going to say, but it's probably not a surprise to them. But
Okay.
my brother Neil's, without a doubt, the most accomplished musician in the band. So he's drummers sometimes get a bit of stick. You know, he's the tub thumper at the back.
No
But
pun intended.
Neil joining the band was really what escalated us, you know, and took us a bit further.
Yeah.
He's multi-instrumental. He's got really amazing music knowledge, and not just like with the drums. He can play guitar and backing vocals, and I think that really elevated the band, you know, to
That's
what it is
amazing.
now. Yeah.
Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Okay, do you guys have any new music tours that are coming up this year?
Well, we haven't got anything massive in the works per se. We released our latest album just last year. Um,
Oh,
And so we're kind of like on the down cycle, you know. When you talk to bands, they go through like a period. So
yeah.
we did the release, you know, late last year, and then we toured that, and so you know, going spring into summer, we just kind of like take a bit of a break and just recharge the batteries. But
Yeah.
we've always got things going on in the works, and we've got a couple of quirky little plans
Oh,
um, that we
very nice.
want to work on, you know, in between. So it, we haven't got an album or anything like that on the way, but we're always writing and putting together new stuff. And so we've come up with a couple of interesting ideas. We would like to. This sounds, you know, when I first spoke to the lads about it, this sounds like it, almost like you know, admitting that things are coming to an end, but it's not that at all. So we'd like to put out like a greatest hits, and
Yes, that'd be really cool.
we started thinking about new people coming, you know, fans of the band and that perhaps are new to us. And so packaging together all our best stuff and saying like, check this out, I think would be a really good idea.
Amazing.
And then we've also put an interesting idea together where we're thinking about putting out a run of EPs, and each of them's going to be
Mm-hmm.
Skam, but like from a different decade. So we're going to like write some
Oh,
70s songs and some 80s, you know, hair metal tracks.
yes.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Oh, I like the sound of this. So have you started that or are you going
Yeah,
to start
yeah,
this?
we've started putting songs
Perfect.
together, and that's been really fun because we've experimented with, you know, different guitar sounds and
Yeah.
trying out, you know, getting the reverb on the drums and all that kind of stuff. So that should be really good fun. I mean, my favourite's the '90s one. Like we're going to do like a grunge record, you know. Yeah,
Well, I am a 90s baby,
exactly.
so yeah. Oh, amazing. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, this is one of my favorite questions. I've got quite a few that are my favorite. But if you could collab with any artist or band, who would it be?
Whoa. Me personally, or
They can be dead or alive as well. So,
so the what makes Skam tick is the fact that the three of us have quite different influences, you know, and so if you ask this question to my brother or to Matt, you know, they'd say very different things. I'm more of your standard sort of like classic rocker, like AC/DC and Guns N' Roses and that kind of stuff. You know? And my heroes when I was learning to play was Slash, Angus.
Yes.
Slash and Angus, and then Dimebag Darrell from Pantera. Like, yeah,
I'm liking this.
yeah, they're my top three.
Amazing. Oh, incredible. Okay, so this is now where it becomes a bit fun. So if your band had to adopt an inanimate object as your mascot, what would it be?
An inanimate object to
Yeah.
represent what? To represent the band?
Yeah.
We would go for something really crap. We would. Just something, you know, like a. Oh God, I'm trying to think of something clever, but nothing. You know, like a dusty old rug. You know.
A dusty old rug. I'll
Yeah.
take it. A dusty old rug. Yeah. That's brilliant. Okay, so another one of the fun questions is, what is your go-to meal deal on the road?
Yes. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
So any band will tell you that we live our lives in service stations. You know.
Yes.
So there is no doubt about the fact that the best service station in the UK is Gloucester Services. Their sausage rolls and Gloucester Services are exquisite, but they're a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
So our favourite is when we get like a BP, because the BP meal deal comes with a chocolate bar. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you get crisps, some sort of like sandwich or wrap, a drink.
Yeah.
So and then you also get a chocolate bar. Now that's rare. That is rare. Because
What chocolate bar are you going for?
you normally get crisps or a chocolate bar, but not the BP. Yeah, you see. And the lads, we always we need a bit of energy, you know, a bit of fuel, so we always get a flapjack.
I thought you were going to say something like a chocolate donut or something like that. Yeah, flapjack. Here.
It's always the same. I get a chicken Caesar wrap, some crisps, flapjack, and a Red Bull.
Oh.
And then Matt tries to be a bit healthier, so he always like get some sort of ploughman's or salad sandwich. But then Neil can't play without having fuel for the burn. He has to like have energy, so he normally gets like the meal deal and some sort of Cornish pasty or a ginster slice.
Oh. Oh, that sounds actually quite nice.
Yeah.
Never had it, so I don't know. Ooh.
Yeah, it's good.
Might have to try it. Okay. And before we go, could you let us know where we can find you guys, like the platforms that you prefer to use?
Yeah, so we're on all of the old people's platforms. So we're on Facebook is what we used the most in terms of like going on there. So facebook.com/SkamUK. Obviously we're on Insta, which is skamuk.skam.uk. Yeah, I know.
You got there at the end.
Yeah, you see. But we're on Snap and TikTok, and you can find us on there, Skam UK again. You know, just search for Skam UK, because this was annoying. See, you know, I told you about the thing earlier.
Yeah.
About this. Have you found it? So if you type in Skam, there's like a TV show now, like a Danish TV
You know what?
show.
I'm gonna do this while we're here.
Yeah.
So let's do it and see what comes up.
It's like it's a bit like Skins, but but like I think it's in Finland.
Oh yeah, a Norwegian teen drama
There you go,
television
Norwegian
series. There we go. Oh,
So,
might have to give that a wee watch and
so
find out.
everything has to be Skam UK these days. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's something you guys could think of as well. Could do that alongside the band. Could bring
Yeah.
a TV show. Why not?
Yeah, I'm sure we'd fit in with all those like teenagers. Yeah.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you guys wherever you end up next. And thank you to everyone that's joined in. Yeah, it's been a good episode. I've had no technical issues this time, so thumbs up for that.
That's
Yeah,
great.
I'll see you around, Steve.
Thanks for having me, Hannah. All right.
You're
Cheers.
welcome.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.